Yeah. So let's bring in Will Peterson, who's the founder and president of Modern Catholic Pilgrim. Thank you so much for being with us, Will.
Thank you both. It's great to be with you.
Thank you.
Maybe if, start off a little bit about talking about Modern Catholic Pilgrimage, if you could, Will, and tell us a little bit about that, and we'll get into the Eucharistic pilgrimage.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kevin. So we are a nonprofit organization that aims to deepen faith and build community across the United States through walked pilgrimage in the Catholic tradition. So for us, it's that opportunity to encounter the risen Christ on the road, as the disciples did on the road to Emmaus, and then experience him in his risen glory in the breaking of the bread at your holy site, and then running back into your home community changed with hearts set on fire to spread the good news.
That's wonderful. And well, I know so many times people think of pilgrimage and they think, oh, I need to go out of the country to be able to experience that. So can you talk a little bit about the desire that can be placed on our hearts and what was even placed on your hearts on creating Modern Catholic Pilgrim to say, no, a pilgrimage can actually be made on the grounds of the country that we live in here in the United States?
Yes, thank you. That's our key goal, is helping people understand. I think especially in the United States, we hear pilgrim and we think the Mayflower, and we might even go hundreds of years before that to the Crusades. And then, so we don't know what it is. And if we do have an idea of it, we think, oh, I have to go to the Holy Land or go to Rome or take 2 months to walk a route in Spain. But in reality, right, I mean, Christ himself was a pilgrim. It's one of our oldest forms of prayer in our church. And we have so many great sites here in the United States that we should all take that time to do geographic pilgrimage, because it will better help us engage with that spiritual journey that we're all on as well. So trying to help people understand here in the United States, exactly as you say, we don't need to fly and spend thousands of dollars to go abroad. If you can, great, but let's do stuff here. Let's be pilgrims right in our own communities. Again, encounter Christ and be set on fire.
And we have a big Eucharistic pilgrimage coming up as we have the Congress coming up, Bill. And maybe if you could talk about that, Will, tell us a little bit about that, how they kind of brought you in there, and we have these 4 great routes going on.
Yes, so our organization, Modern Catholic Pilgrim, had a great honor to be asked to propose what it would take to run the logistics of the National Eucharistic Pilgrimage. And the Congress, it's an initiative of the National Eucharistic Congress, and they gratefully accepted our proposal. So we've been working for almost 2 years now on getting these 4 routes. So we have the Marian route out of the north, starting at the headwaters of the Mississippi River. We have the St. Elizabeth Ann Seton route out of the east, starting in New Haven. We have the Juan Diego route out of the south, starting in Brownsville, Texas, and the St. Junipero Serra route out of the west, starting in San Francisco, with core groups of young adults. We've got 6 of them on each route who are just stellar, on fire. And then there's a few seminarians with them, and then they'll have a priest chaplain with them at all times. And they'll essentially be making a series of Eucharistic processions along those 4 routes to conclude in Indianapolis the day before the Congress begins. So we're just thrilled. We're hopeful for thousands upon thousands of Catholics to come out and join us for a mile, come do Mass with us, come to an evening holy hour. But it's kicking off in just over 2 weeks here. So if you see a little sweat on my brow, that's the reason for it. But we're just so thrilled to be part of this work of the National Eucharistic Revival and this initiative of the Congress.
That's wonderful. And even, Will, here in Boston in the North End, we just hosted a Boston Eucharistic Congress, and it was great. It was 3 days long. And for one of the evenings on Saturday night, we had a Eucharistic procession, and we did different routes, not even close of what you're planning on doing, but we did have small routes all throughout the city. And it's amazing because the North End is the hub of the city, and there's a ton of young people and families that come in. And all of a sudden, our Lord would sweep the streets, and you could hear, again, in the hustle and bustle of the city, a pin drop. And you could hear people up in their apartment buildings with the windows open, telling their roommates to be quiet. Even they knew something very miraculous and beyond our understanding was happening on their streets. So can you walk through? I know you just led us through a little bit of what these days are going to look like with these 4 different routes and those who are walking them, but can you speak to the way that you're hoping the hearts will be stirred by having these perpetual pilgrims and these priests and seminarians walking these routes?
Yes, exactly that. I think it's so great where it's a great devotion for us who are, in the fold and want to be there and be part of the processions each day and praying together. But then there's this tremendous opportunity for public witness and evangelization with being out in public with Christ, and really, like, yeah, forcing people to have to come to, you know, observe it. And then there's this sense, as we're saying, of like, well, gosh, you know, they're confronted with these people are crazy enough to do this. There must be something to it, you know, God willing. And we look forward to having resources to share with the curious passersby, you know, with onlookers, just so that they can have more. And God willing, right, there'll be some conversions along each route, and there'll be some encounters that people just never would have had because Christ came to them in their lives, you know, and kind of got outside the church.
Right.
And maybe if you could talk too about some of these places along the routes too, and how special it is for them. We actually talked to someone from Our Lady of Champion in Wisconsin, but some of these places where pilgrims can go, or where people in the area can come out and meet the pilgrims, and how special it is to have those little places to stop and to, you know, have some event going on.
Yes, exactly. Well, Our Lady of Champion, the National Shrine there, came first and foremost to mind, where we're excited to be doing this pilgrimage. Again, going back to the first, you know, questions about being on pilgrimage in the United States, to be stopping at, so the St. Elizabeth Ann Seton route stops at her national shrine. The pilgrims will actually stay there. They start at the grave of Blessed Michael McGivney, who founded the Knights of Columbus. You know, we're stopping at these great shrines and, you know, places of burial of canonized saints, and also blesseds and venerables and servants of God. So we're thrilled to be helping U.S. Catholics gain a better knowledge of the Catholicity of our country. So there'll be wonderful events across the different routes. Each diocese is really rolling out the red carpet. There'll be festivals for families. There'll be a Eucharistic Congress to kick off the Marian route in the north. I know that Cincinnati's having a great, you know, weekend with the Eucharist. There's gonna be vocation opportunities for people to learn about vocations and different stuff. So there's just so many ways to take part, where we really wanted to do that to make this as accessible as possible, because not everyone's a young adult who can walk for, you know, 100+ miles over months and months. Not everyone can do 15 miles a day or even a mile, but you can come with us to Mass. We can pray together, Holy Hour, you know, have these opportunities, have the young families come out. So we're just thrilled to be able to encounter as many people as we possibly can with Christ, you know, leading the way.
No, of course. That sounds wonderful. Even for someone who's watching that says, okay, this sounds great, Will, I want to stay involved, or I want to see, like, where can I meet up with you? Which state, which city? Where can they go to kind of watch the progression of where all of you are traveling, so they know where and when to meet you?
Yes, thank you. EucharisticPilgrimage.org is the website that has a great interactive map that we've put in place, that every day along the 4 routes, you can see where we're going to be. Click on it, learn more, go to the diocesan registration, sign up. And, you know, if you can't get to a route, please pray with us, share prayer intentions, make your own self-guided Eucharistic pilgrimage to a local parish, you know, cathedral, you know, adoration chapel. So yes, but EucharisticPilgrimage.org is going to be your headquarters for everything regarding this wonderful pilgrimage this summer.
Great. Well, I'm really appreciative for all the work that you're doing. You know, again, we know as Catholics, the Eucharist is the source and summit of our faith, so we should be doing the most for our Lord and going above and beyond. So please know of our prayers for you and all of your efforts with your team.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me today.
You're welcome, Will. God bless you.